Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dre_Evo X, and today we're going to be doing a project that I should have done when I installed it, but I was lazy, so let's show you. So as you can see on the steering wheel, these buttons are a little faded right here. And when I installed this wheel, I didn't buy this button when I could have, but I was lazy. So now it's annoying me and I'm trying to focus on all the small details. So we're going to take the steering wheel out, replace this button with a new OEM one so it looks a lot better, and that's the step we're going to do today. So first we're going to need to take the battery out. Well, not out, but take off the positive terminal so we don't blow the airbag. I'm trying to take this without taking this stuff out as much as possible. Take this positive off, which is your 10 millimeter. So leave that to the side for now. And now we'll see at the next step. This little hole you see here, and on this side, on both sides. So we have to use our T30, which goes into the side on each side, the magnetic screws, in order to get this airbag out. And as you're unscrewing one side, you gotta pop out that same side. So now that the airbag's out, you see the yellow clip and the black clip. They both need to get unclipped so this whole sensor comes out, and then you see the bolt right in front of you. That is a 17 millimeter, where some people just fully bolts it all, pull the steering wheel out. That's not the smartest way to do it. What you're gonna have to do is slowly loosen the bolt while wiggling the steering wheel at the same time, as you'll see once I complete it all. Wow, this whole time I was doing it wrong. So, as you can see, this little piece slides back, and that's how you release. This whole time I was trying to press here and wasn't working. But yeah, that's how I like doing these things, because I can teach myself things. So now, airbag is out. So now we need our drill with our 17 millimeter and a little bit of an extension. And now we're gonna take this bolt not fully out, back it up a little bit, then wiggle this wheel until it all comes out together in a nice one piece. And there also is a clip that goes into this steering rack thing. It's hard to see, but I can show you when the wheel is out, that you have to unclip. So there's 3 clips, basically the airbag clips 2, and then this, which is what's right below what your wheel is bolted to. So now slowly, again, trying to keep the wheel straight, can pull this wheel out. Now the bolt's out, and there's your wheel. So the wheel is out now. So now I'll see you inside to where I'm putting the OEM button on that makes this look way better. So as you can see here, this is the clip I was talking about that goes into this, and then this is what the clip looks like, which you literally just, I pressed on it and it popped out. So now we're back inside, and I will show you what we're gonna do next. So we're swapping this button out with this new one that's not faded anymore, which will make it look way better. So now we got 4 screws to take out in each corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is this screw, this screw, this screw, and this screw. So now the screws are out. So I took those 4 screws out, and it releases the back plate. So this plate is able to be pulled off now. And now, so in order to get that faceplate off, you have a screw here, a screw here, a screw here at the top, right here, and right here. So you take those four off, and then it allows you to push this plate off in order to get to the button that I need to unscrew and unclip and replace. So now I'm able to remove this trim part, which I still want to be careful, obviously. Let's try it from the back. I just gotta pop it out. So there is that. Unplug this plug, which is the right steering wheel button, and the left one. So now the button that we're replacing is this side. So we have a screw here, and then it's hard to see, but it also like slides into grooves as little quote unquote clips. And that's the not fun part. So now, after finagling with it, we have a clip here. You can see the white spot, which just sucks because you push it back, try to push out at the same time, and it's so hard not to break something. And then this one, as you see, is bent, but whatever, you never see this inside. So now we're gonna put the new button back in. So after popping it in this angle, there's one here and one here, and then screw, the new button is in. And it looks so much better than the old one that was getting faded. So everything is plugged in the back into each button. The right one, the blue one, left one, red one. Plugged in, tight as it can be. Now we have to line this back up while also keeping these cords available. So now, after pushing the plate back on, we're gonna flip over the back and put our 4 screws, 1, 2 at the top, in order to keep the plate back on. So now everything's nice and tight. So now I got the 4 screws in the back in. Put this plate actually back on, which is what the screws then go into. Put the 4 screws in. Now all those are back in, and now it's ready to go back in the car. So now, reverse step, sliding this wheel back on, plugging everything back in, and bolting it back on, trying to keep it as straight as possible, which is right there. But then I want to put that clip back in. And now, use my bolt, and not be dumb here, but go straight, yep. Twist the bolt, until you can't twist it no more. I use my impact to go the rest of the way. So that's on there now. Now, the fun step, plugging the airbag back in and screwing it back in, which is not so fun. So now, getting this airbag in, which isn't gonna be fun because we have the clips, but let's be smart and clip everything back in before we can't get there. And now, the final step, which is popping this back in. So there, right there it's in fully, but remember we have those magnetic screws on the sides that we're gonna have to try to thread into the airbag itself. That definitely is in there tight. So now, one last step is going to the back of the car, plugging the battery back in, turning the car on, making sure all the buttons still work on this side because that's the one we replaced. And then hopefully that all works, and then that'll be a complete install. So now we're gonna take our 10 mil again and go back on top of the battery. Push it as far down as we can. I like twisting a little before I actually start to ratchet it on. That's on there nice and tight. One more at a better angle for good measure. Nice and tight. Now we can put this back on. So there's that, and now go back in the car, make sure all the buttons work. So now we're gonna turn the key to the radio and cross our fingers that all these buttons work. So everything now works. The new button is on, looks way better, looks exactly like the other side, and I'm glad that this install worked. And until next time, this is Dre _Evo X. Thanks for watching.